Hi guy, it's been a lifetime since I last posted a video. I've not really been up to much, just had a bit of a break. Not really bought any retro stuff or any goodies, so I've not really been in the mood to do much filming. But, well, you know, I got the itch back and I bought something new and I thought, what the hell, let's start doing more videos. Anyway, let's have a quick look at what we've got. Coming a fantastic Whiskers box. This thing weighs an absolute ton, and I'm just hoping that the guy has well protected it. It's about, for the size of the box, there's like literally 300 quid's worth in there, and you'll see, probably more even, you'll see why when I open it up. I was quite chuffed to get this. Well, I've been looking for ages, and I've been keeping an eye on this system over at the Console Passion site, and I bought a lot of retro stuff at him, but he's basically, something went wrong with the database on his site and he couldn't sell anything for like weeks and weeks, and I was watching for ages and I waited for about 2 weeks, and then I eventually just went the full hog and then found one on eBay, paid a bit more but got my system, so what more can you want? Anyway, now I'm afraid this is something I've had before, probably about 7 or 8 years ago, but I got the itch, and what the hell. As you can probably tell straight away, that's a very intriguing controller. Bloody hell, I love how the leads on these. This is no NES Mini, this bloody thing's like 1,000,000 miles long. Here we go. God, there's probably a good 6 or 7 feet on there. It's a 3DO controller. Anyway, let's dig right in. Well, he did say he'd copy me a few bits. He hasn't labelled the discs, which never helps, but I think there's a Super Wing Commander on there, and something called Games Guru, which lets you wipe the memory. This in-system memory, it did have it. I think it came out in about '93, so oh, got a nice SCART cable going off system there. Dodgy plug, that's stuck there. Let's have a look at these games. Now, I was so chuffed to get this because I played it to completion like 8 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago, but I could not get an original copy. It never comes up on bloody eBay. And the guy knew, and he says, you know, he'd probably go about 150, 200 quid, you know, absolute crazy price, and it is probably worth the money. I mean, I think I've done a video on it in the past, but basically, it's like Elite style. Explore the universe, build your ship up, do all sorts of things. Like I said, I think I've done a video, so have a look back on my channel. But he says that, you know, it's in mint condition, almost like new. He said it's only one disc, full manual in there and everything. But yeah, he let me have that for 70 quid. And I mean, 70 bloody quid, I was chuffed to bits at that price, you know. I'll never get another opportunity to get the original, because you know the months I've been looking for a 3DO, it just has not come up on eBay, so it's super rare. Anyway, next up was Need for Speed. Now this game is on the 3DO, it looks great, but it's so slow and it's absolutely terrible. Now I did do a video on this in the past, because I can remember it's one of my more popular ones. Pretty good condition. It's usually about 15 or 20 quid these days to pick up a copy. Now, somebody did hack it about 3 or 4 years ago, and hack it in such a way that it speeds up the frame rate and the driving. So it's like, I think the frame rate is much higher, so it's much better to play. So I'm going to just download a copy and play that instead of just stick this in the cupboard somewhere. I always do that usual thing when I buy a new system and get all excited about it and think maybe I should go for a full set of games, but looking at the full system set on the 3DO, most of them are around like 20 to 60 quid a pop. It's a real bloody expensive system to get, but everyone seems to think it was a complete failure, and it didn't, you know, it didn't do very well, but it didn't do too badly. I think it sold several million. There's about 250 games, a good selection, and they're not all crap. Fantastic game straight away, Road Rash. Again, I did a video where this is my all-time popular video. I think I got about 45,000 hits on it. Crazy amount of views on this in the past, but it's a bloody good game, so look forward to playing it again. Next up, classic theme park. This is not like the Atari Jaguar version. You can actually save to the system on this one, so I don't think I had this the last time. I'll play it, so What's next up is Scramble Cobra. Now this is like a weird, it's like a flight simmy type game. Anyway, next, Shockwave. Don't know what that is. Oh, it's a shooter, planetary shooter. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I've heard nothing about it. Oh, sorry, I've not been saying prices, have I? Sorry. Shockwave, well, he did me a deal basically. I think he wanted about 80 quid for all the games. And when I totted it up on eBay, you know, it's actually a pretty decent price. Next up, Powers Kingdom. That's sealed, immaculate, and it's in English as well, I think. Yeah, features full screen display. That's an English title. Oh, next up was Psychic Detective. Again, he wanted a really good price for this. I had to snap it up. He only wanted about 20 quid for it. It's part of the bundle, so it's a bit covered in my manky fingerprints. But basically, it's an FMV type game, I think. But it's actually supposed to be quite good. I'll give that one a whirl. Oh, what's this? This one is Pood or Poed. I don't know. Oh, it's a first-person shooter game. Don't just get mad, get pooed. Anyway, we shall see. We shall see. Next up, Offworld Interceptor. Never even heard of this one before. I just got most of these off the value because he didn't want very much money from them. And really has done me a bloody bargain on all this stuff. But really bloody exciting. I am going to keep it. I'm not planning on just flogging it, and because all these games are really rare, uber rare. And there it is. I mean, this is this is probably the best version of 3DO, but the problem is because it's got a mechanical tray that comes in and out. They do develop problems. You've showed me, of course. This one's in a brilliant condition. I really wanted the top loader. There wasn't much difference in price, but of course, because it's a top loader, you literally just pull up the tray and drop your discs in it, and you're good to go. But I'm happy enough with this. I'm sure it'll last. So, I mean, he's had it for years and years, and he had several, and he's never had any problems with it. So yeah, that's me. Nice little selection there. Chuffed to bits to get all this stuff. It's not every day you just. Let's see, he did really good price. I think he wanted about 70 or 80 quid for the system, plus a bit in for postage. So I had a really good price on everything across the board. I've got a few more games on the way I've snapped up. I think I got Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes, which is I won't do an unboxing video of that. There's only 2 coming, but that's basically like a point and click game. And then the other was PGA Tour Golf. I mean, that's probably looks very boring, but it's probably one of the better versions for about the time of the golf game. So I do like playing a bit of golf. I'll have to admit, yes, I'm quite sad like that, but what can I say? Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and look forward to another video soon.